What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Can anyone see what's wrong with this image right here? I've just noticed it. I just noticed what's wrong with this. That's really weird. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. That's really strange. Can you see what's wrong with this image? I can. I can. Backwards S, exactly as there's a note. I just realized. You see what? This is what we need to do. We need to complain to Scopely and say, why is World Champions getting a Z class? My God. Why are they getting a Z class? This shouldn't be the way it is. This isn't fair. Okay, I'll show you the main rewards and then we'll check out the leaderboard. So the main rewards are the top 3 get Steve and then they get a bunch of armory tokens. I'm so jealous of the armory tokens mainly. The S class is nice, don't get me wrong. But the armory tokens, even down to last place, I mean that's a lot of armory tokens. And that's a problem for me at the moment. It's a problem for a lot of people. And then other people get a lot of collection items or they can pick up a lot of Steve collection items. Then they need to get 4k more at this point. So what place is that? 4th to 6th. They get 6,000 Steve collection items here. And then they need to pick 4,000 up elsewhere. And the 4,000 elsewhere is in here. You can get them from the milestones. You can get 1,000 for 50,000. And I think you can just get 1,000 for every single one after that. So if you come top 6, you already need to get to 200k. Basically. But if you come, I think you can get it all. If you come in the last bracket, let me just check. You can get 2,000 here. So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can get 8,000 from the milestone rewards as well. So you can get them if you grind hard. It's unlikely that people are going to hit 500k. If they're coming in that bottom bracket, but you never know. You never know. So that's the rewards. There should be an offer up, actually. We'll check the offers. I'm not sure if the offers will be showing or not. Does it show? There's a new war offer bag. A chance crate. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything. Okay. There's meant to be an offer for weird. What league is this? What league is this? There's meant to be an offer for War of Champions basically, and I think it's for 4,000 or multiple single thousand rewards. Dudu, hello. Try and keep it English in chat if you can, and no Portuguese. Que otta. Okay, so here's the leaderboards, and it looks like Victor's out in first place. There is about 45 minutes to go before the end of day 1, I believe. I could be wrong there. It could have actually just been end of day 1. But we'll call it 45 minutes. We'll call it 45 minutes. And then we're going to see how it progresses to the end of day 2 and so on and so forth. So we've got Scorched Earth in second. They're quite ahead, nearly 600k. Then 10k ahead is Scorched Earth of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is pretty close. And that's the top 3, obviously, is the place we want to come. If you're in 4th place, you're just out of the luck, so Juggernauts will probably try and go for that. Then we've got Ekthros Ton Theon, or ETT, Days After Rodeo, Humming Jokers. It's all pretty close within some of these brackets. Like 5th, 7th, and 6th is actually a different bracket, so you get a couple more 1,000 rewards between those two. We teach Fear, Sick Freaks, and then Biohazard. That's the top 10. And then we have Xynthia Tsunami, Nightmare OS. Then there's just Night, Outcasts, Dead Reckoning, War of Champions, Cheese Factory, iZombies, The Infected. We have Anarquistas Elite. I like that name. I like that. Nightmare, Twilight Princess, One Way Ticket, Evil Intentions, Z Kingdom or Z Kingdom, Deviant Spartans, which is Mr. C's faction, Daryl Dixon. Let's just call ourselves Daryl Dixon. That's the way we're gonna go. Rehab, The Exiled Tigers, Hell's Army, Suicide Squad. I'm gonna call them Poe Dooley, but I think they're from the faction Dooley. They're calling themselves Poe. That makes sense. Imperium Romanum, Get to the Chopper, Survivors, The Misfits, Koyeb. This is a Russian name I do not know how to pronounce. And Columbia Ganadores. And there are only 37 factions in War of Champions. There are not 40. So for whatever reason, 40 factions didn't jump into War of Champions. I'm pretty sure the worst reward is probably better than... yeah. That's a lot more collectibles than you get for coming first. You only get 600 for coming first. You get 1,000 here for coming last. So, like, these are the collectibles. And then if you hit 50k, you get a plat mod, which is instantly better than the other stuff that they were giving out. Oh no, it's 100k. Okay. But then you get this little medal, which you can wear. But also the armory tokens. I would have definitely come to War of Champions to come last. Would have been a much better way of running things, I think. Hey you! Pueco de Tudo, thank you very much. Brazil. You are from are you from this faction here? Where's the factions? Did you say saying you're from this faction here? This one. This is Brasilia. Brasilia. Is your name in here? Salve. Is it in here? Don't know what your name would be.
Feels good.
Hey!
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, we got people with the medals already, look. Just flexing those medals. That's what the medals are for. If you come in, I think it's... if you get 50k, you just get this. It looks pretty nice. Someone had the first War of Champions one. I think it looks nicer than the first one. It looks a bit nicer than the first one. Either it looks like it's just got higher pixels, or... I think it's just that in the profile pic here it looks nicer. Sorry, in the avatar it looks fine. Like these two, but... in the actual thing here, it looks better. Hey Frankie. Grifter. A lot of people are wearing it. You definitely want to hit 50k. Get that medal, or whatever it's called, the show-off pin. A lot of people wearing it there. Let's see how Mr. C's doing. I'm not sure if he's using his name. I know he streamed yesterday. Can't remember what name he uses. There he is. He's on 90k. It's not too bad. So he's got his avatar. That's not too bad. Hey, Mr. C, please keep the chat in English. Yeah, if you can, please keep it in English. Hey, Frankie, hey. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's not going to be a super long stream, maybe like an hour or two. I could Probably closer to an hour. Just saying hi to Brazil. Para vida. Now, the thing that annoys me with Deviant Spartan's logo, you see the sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, the thing underneath the skull, there should be something written there. And there's nothing written there. Like, this one's better because it's got a star there, so it looks better. The other one is like this one as well, same sort of deal. There should be something written on that banner, in my mind at least. We're just gonna keep scrolling up. Tiago Alves, hello. What's up, Hayden? Thanks for tuning in. I know Link was going for 500k. It's halfway there. She might make it. She might make it. She was complaining about cans. That's gonna be an issue, I guess. We're not halfway through yet. Like, we're halfway through in about 4.5 hours, I think. Pretty much. Halfway through in about 4.5 hours. So I'll keep scrolling up. We can check out the scores of some of these top factions, see who got good individuals. So we have, how many people have got 500k so far? No one invade Victus just yet. It's the orange score, which is your personal score. Okay, one person's got 500k. Everyone's using Romanov as well as their icon. I wonder why that is. And everyone's using, obviously, VV. Everyone's using... Is it just Red Rom? Are they all using the 5-star version? Oh no, it's just any Romanov. Okay. I guess they tried to come up with a character that they all had. And Romanov was it. I guess they'd all have, like, Angel, I would assume. Or they'd all have... I guess there's not... Who would they all have? I guess Romanov's cool. Romanov's cool. We'll look at the next faction. Okay, we've got another 400, very close to 500 there. 1 over 500s. 2 over 500s. Professor Locke, I'm having a real hard time with Pete defense teams. Any advice? Priya is the way to go, 100%. Priya is definitely the way to go. She is beast. Really important to have Priya. Okay, 500k again. So we've got a couple people hitting the top milestones. So regardless, these sort of factions, I mean, these are the top 3, but regardless, they would get... I mean, what else can you pick from those crates? Let me just check. World Champions is brutal. I'm enjoying it since it actually feels rewarding to war, but I mean, last place should be first place in normal CRW bar now. And those milestones should be updated for CRW. I don't know about that one. Like, plat mods in normal CRW would be bad, I think. I think plat mods should stick to the store, the SR store, like they said. They shouldn't even be in this war, in my opinion, but it is what it is there. It's not that big a deal, fortunately. It's only, what, 10? Yeah, 10, so it's not going to make that big a difference. So yeah, what can you get from these other rewards? Okay, it's actually not the greatest alternatives. So it's kind of promoting the Steve until you get to this point. So you don't want to have... Like, 10 bennies is actually pretty decent, so 3 blowtorches not so much. Blowtorches are okay, but it's just about patience there. Varnish, and is that a choice box? Okay, it's a choice box, so that's actually pretty good. And then again with that one, is it just the same choice box twice? Yes, indeed. I actually bought that crate in the museum again that I bought on my stream twice. I bought it twice more. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Yeah, I bought this crate twice more, and I got the 5k again, and then I got 2.5 and then a varnish, so pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. That's my opinion. And yeah, I hate our logo. I didn't decide it. No, I don't. I'm not saying it's like your logo. It's the logo that the game. Like this one has the same sort of deal, right? Where it has the banner going across the bottom where they'd normally be writing on, but they've put knives over the top, so it doesn't look weird. Where there's a banner across it and there's nothing there, and it's just like that. It would normally like say like Biohazard across the logo, but obviously they can't do that very easily. What's up, Dimas? Tiago Alves, Puco de Tudo, please try and keep it in English, please. Guess what, Locke? Earl done a thing now. Oh, did he do you good? Did he do you good? We faced days after rodeo. We got nuked under 5 minutes. Everyone used Rampage Pre or something. Yeah, I mean a lot of these teams have got like double Rampage Preers. Report to Scopely. If you want to report to Scopely, go on the forums. There's actually a section where you can report people. But not on the forums, it's like an email you have to mail. He created a healing stun on an ore. Now I need huge AP on either first or second slot. You want it on the second slot, right? The first slot's 30% defense. You definitely want to keep the 30% defense. I've not warred at all today. I'm going to now. I think I might stop at 200k since it's so painful to war. The coins are very slim for me at the moment since I on average need to coin once every war. Maybe at least add 1 plat mod for the 150k milestone, or at least something else over 120 war tokens. I don't think plat mods should be in war personally. But I don't like war tokens. I don't think war tokens are a great rewards. The characters are fillers. 6 stars are fillers. Unless they put like a Lao Po in there or something like that, you know, maybe a collection item for 1,000 of her items, and that well's gonna forever be bad. Yo, what's up, GB? How you doing, man? How's it going? I really want to hit 300k. Those blow touches are okay. Those yeah, it's the armory tokens for sure. What? I didn't see the scaling there. Oh damn! It is actually a lot of armory token scaling. See what you get: 100k for the last 3 milestones, and then you get 27.5k for the first 5. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. So, like over 120k for hitting 500k. That's a lot of armory tokens. Where's your faction sitting now, Mr. C? You're in like 25th, right? Oh man, I actually just guessed that. So you're going to get these rewards here. 40k, you're going to get 40k and 10 bennies. And I guess you're going to go for one of these other collections, or you're going to buy the cards to get Steve, Mr. C. Because if you hit 200k, you'll get 4k more, and then you'll need to buy 4k. You can only do it in War of Champions region, I believe. Yeah, you'll need to buy 4k, and they'll probably sell 4k collection items, just like at a guess. I'm gonna guess 1k will be at least $25, at least, but probably more. Was thinking about getting the crate, but I don't know. I need military watches and tier 4 gear. I'm kind of in the same position, GB, but I'm in the position where like I'm gonna be able to not craft my Thursday streams, and that's such like that makes me feel bad. But it's nothing I can do about that, you know. But that makes me feel bad. Like that's something I've managed to keep up for the entire time I've done my weekly streams, unless I've just forgotten to craft. But I've never not been able to craft. I've always been able to get the items during the week if I really needed to. With the League Store introduction, never had a problem. But the armory tokens is just like there's no way of getting them. We already know this. We've complained about this a lot, but it sucks. I'm claiming trainers. I won't be able to get Steve. Luckily, I get a bunch of Basils. I'll take it. And it looks like you're gonna get some bennies if you come 25th. Just need to put the huge AP on the first slot. Yeah, wherever the 20 crit is, put the huge AP. Like, whose weapon are you trying to build right now, DMAS? Like, who are you building it for? I'm going to just scroll down slowly on the scoreboard, guys. Just let you guys check out the scores. You can sort of see the records as well. There's no perfect record. I don't know if it was a perfect record last World Champions. I don't think I can check. No, it doesn't. This isn't the same like World Champions region, and the old leaderboard isn't there. I'll probably only claim the collection for armory tokens. I won't even be able to level up characters, trainers, and leveling up in general is hard. Yeah, I get you. What's up, Masks? Crafted Priya's double attack and rampage an hour before war. It's so OP. Yeah. I managed to get a rampage. It is really nice. Like, it's hard to control how overpowered it is as well, though. That's the thing. It can be hard to control. You need something to like CC the enemy. Turn 2 at least. 25th and getting obliterated. Hey, 25th's good, man. You got your 50k though. That's would have been my minimum just to get that silly badge. Hello from WoC. Which faction are you in? Nance. Which faction are you in? Is WoC 1 week? No, it's 2.5 days. Same as a normal war. I think it started a little bit earlier. I think they started it a little bit earlier just so there was no like complications in terms of like server load or something like that. I'm going for Priya. Easily so disappointing to not get princess cards. You're going for Priya. Have you not got Priya already, Mr. C? It's got 1 day and 7 hours left, but it was like 2 days and 8 hours total, I think. Can't really remember. Luimi, hello. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Luimi. I'm planning on getting Dayu because she is next Red Velvet collections. Oh, really? She's next Red Velvet. I might do a pull for her then, you know. I might do a little pull for her. I'm gonna have to max her out as well because I've got her in both my regions. Is she in her own crate? If she's in her own crate, that'll be really good. If she's not, then I'm not really that interested in getting the collection from the museum in one of my regions for sure. That weapon is nice for Laupo too. Yep, I agree. I think it's good for pretty much any defensive team greens. Imagine you've got like a whole team of green characters and they're all healing themselves. It's sick. It's actually sick. So they released another melee specialist S class. I wonder if the next range tune is going to be a tough plus fast lead. I hope so. That's something they're missing. Tough plus fast lead, melee lead. I think they should have started with leaders. It seems they're coming back around. I just want to see normal leaders. I don't want to see any of these like stat plus like, I don't know, resist or stat plus effect leaders. I don't like that personally. I just want to see just the normal leaders. Or Marlon once I tier 5. Yeah, Marlon Rosie with the stunt or could be pretty decent as well. I use her lead with Mercer, Princess, Doc commands. Okay. Mercer, I think Mercer's can hit really hard, right? What's this, like 600% to 3? I think the War icon is very god looking. Yeah, me too. I think a lot of people are wearing it. Okay, no one in this faction's wearing it because we've seen it already. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like it better than the other one. You can see them both in the same picture here. That's number 1, and that's number 2, as you can see. I just think they're both the bronze ones. I think they look good. I mean, it even looks better than the gold one to a certain extent. It definitely looks better in the profile, that's for sure. I'm in Biohazard. Okay. Are you using the same name? Biohazard are top 10, right? Yeah. I like that. I like that tag. That's actually pretty cool. I like that idea. Hazardous. That's actually really, really like, I don't know. That's a nice one. I like it. I like it. Hazardous. Okay, there you are. 200k. He's hitting the big numbers. So what do you need then? You're coming to 10th. I mean, how close is it at the moment? Let's just have a quick check. Are you? It's not guaranteed. So you're either 10th or 11th like bracket here, and that could be a big difference. How much of a difference is it? 1k, 1k. So if you're getting 4 or 5k, and you've got 200k already, are you gonna go for 250? You kind of need to go for 300 if you want this guy. Do you care about Steve? I know some people just literally don't care about him. I get it. I understand why some people don't like him. But he's a unique character as well. I like unique characters personally. But if you run melee on defense, it could be okay. We're laughing about this at the beginning of the stream. Look at the S for the S-Class logo here, guys. It's backwards. I guess they switched it in here. They just switched this panel and put it on here. And they forgot to switch the S back around. And it's the new Z-Class. Confirmed on Lockdown stream, GBZ. Tell everybody on the forums. Oh, good. Double prayer rampage is unstoppable. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much you can do, even just because like the only thing they could really bring out to affect that would be like Bide, because I mean, but even then she could probably one-shot some Bide characters, right? Bide is pretty much the only thing you can do, and then she could probably take the Bide hit though, because she has more than 3k, so it's just like, yeah. Dayu is added in the crate too. Nice. That means she should be in the new dailies. That's a daily crate as well update that should be happening. If it's in the crate, then she should be in the dailies. Is it only yeah, Wang Fa and Guo, yeah, they were already in there. Mercer, he's 800%. I don't think I can check on this region. I don't think I can easily check. Nope. That's a negative. I didn't realize he was 800%. That's, yeah, he's got some pretty decent damage output. The only downside is I think the majority of people do use him on a defense team. Facing Scorched Earth. Good luck. It's a 2-turn team most of the time. Yep. I have no doubts. Have you got Rampage on? Have you got Rampage on Mercer as well? I'll end up grabbing Steve because there won't be another chance to get him for a while anyway. I think they've legit said he's exclusive, but I'm not sure, you know, whether it's like a short-term exclusivity. It's not going to be like Lily was for War of Champions 1, that's for sure. War of Champions 1, Lily, they actually just straight up said, like, she will be a future promo. They haven't said that with this dude. So that's pretty good. Before, it used to say, like, I think first place for War of Champions before, the original reward was something like, first place got 6, and the first place got the 6-star version of an upcoming promo. I think this is maybe too much for top 3 personally, but I don't know. Like, third place getting effectively, like the difference between first and third is just so close. It's not top heavy at all, the structure. And for War of Champions, it should be a bit more top heavy. Like, legit, the difference is 20k of these and the gold medal. I mean, yeah, sure, you come first, but yeah. I don't know, maybe it should be like a first place gets a crate. You know, sorry. First place gets a crate. Oh, God damn. So where it says first, instead of it just being Steve, it'll be Steve in a crate as one of the rewards that you definitely get, and then the other reward you get is like 1,000 collection items of your choice. Basically what last place gets. But have it in 2 sections. So first place just gets that little something extra. But it's quite a bit extra, you know. That's unfortunate. Might power level her. I need my second Priya. Yeah, if they're using that crate, I'm definitely going to power level her because you just get 1,100 of her own collectible, and I do want her to get her. Z-class, Z-class tune confirmed. I'm joking. Priya tanks bide, yeah, pretty much. But then there could be like bide 2, you know. For every 2k damage taken, deal. I don't know. For every 3k damage taken, deal 5k reflect or whatever. 5k. Just ascended Dante. He's tier 1, level 11, and he already has over 3,400 HP and 2,000 defense. Dante. I remember getting him. I was so happy when I got him. I think it was one of my first revived characters. It made actually a pretty big difference to my Carl defense team. Him and Koa I got in the same war where I was just like, oh my god, I just got so much luck. They said that about Lily. I think they said Lily was definitely going to be a future reward, like a future promo. But they didn't say that about this Steve guy. Losing my voice a little bit. We lost in 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean, those sort of top factions in the scoreboards, they've all got like you say, they've all got nuke teams. They've visited Earl on very regular occasions. You've had to. Oh, we just had to switch the positions. Look at how tight it is between these two, 9th and 10th. They just switched on like live. Okay, what I'm gonna do in 18 minutes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call it like the official end of day 1 scoreboards. Like for my stream at least. And that way, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run some calculations for day 2 and stuff like that, just for fun. Some of these factions are lost more wars than they are probably used to losing, you know. Maybe even the top faction too. I don't think these guys are too used to losing. I mean, let's look. When did it start getting into negative? How have these guys got? Are they using the level 2 guys? They can't be, surely, you know. How have they done that then? How they only managed to lose 14? Or 19 even. And the people around them lost like 30 to 40. That's really weird, right? Yeah, okay, it's not got negative yet. It's close. Dead Reckoning were really close. Okay, there we go. First negative 18. So I guess it's about halfway down. It's actually not too bad. So it's not too top heavy on the domination, which is good. But only 37 factions, so you know 38 is pretty much halfway. 18 is pretty much halfway. And then everyone underneath here is probably negative. Yeah. Does everyone won a war? Just about. Yeah, just about. Just about. I remember there was a faction in the last one who only won 1 war in the last World Champions. They were quite outmatched. Made him really tanky, yep. I would say you want to stick to S-class characters though in terms of using your resources. Using your resources on 5-star ascendables or 6 stars is not the way to go. What's up, Adrian? TW, can I join your faction? On this region, my faction is it's literally just called the RTS Creators, and it has some RTS creators in here, just so we can make some content on War of Champions. It's a shame we can't like spectate wars. That'd be really awesome. Like, just if it had a war icon next to one of these factions, I could just spectate them. And I wouldn't be able to watch their actual battles, just like see the battlefield, you know, see who they're against, see what the scores are like, and see that sort of thing. Maybe soon, maybe in the future. Like, in other games, they have spectator mode. So like other people in other factions wouldn't be able to do it, but if you were granted like spectator, like admins could do it, for instance. If they really wanted to. Matchmaking is still an issue. It's how some of the win-loss totals are so out of whack. Ah, I see. How long are the queues then? Didn't seem to be too much of an issue from what I've seen from some people. I guess it really depends on your faction. It seemed to start pretty well. People were like matching quite early from what I saw. So we check chat. It's always dangerous. Yeah. Chantel wanted to start a war. I don't know about that one. There you go. Send that. But it's War of Champions, so no whining. Yeah, everything's perfect. The game's perfect. Matchmaking's perfect. Everything's perfect. Queuing's perfect. Nothing's wrong with the game. Wait until Monday, then we can all whine again. We keep matching the same faction over and over. They coin constantly, so I have to retreat. Are you in War of Champions Cryptic? What's up, Nizar? Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. TN as well, thank you very much, guys. How's War? I've warred a little bit, but I'm just checking out War of Champions for a little bit. Hey, Cygnus. Rough as a bear's backside this afternoon. Oof. Not good, man. No, it's not good. It doesn't sound very good, at least. Yeah, like in PUBG rooms, admins can spectate. Frankie, whatever happened to Mama Deadhead? Yeah, like GB said, you can go onto her channel. She still makes videos. I think she just does reactions now, though. Hey, what's up, Jack? Yeah, group of gamers. How you doing, man? I'm not sure if it's the same faction. I mean, if you see any recognizable names, there have been a lot of mergers. A lot of mergers for this War of Champions. I think there's been at least 4 or 5 mergers for this. But I'm pretty sure this is a merge. I'm fairly certain this is a merge. Could be wrong. But I'm pretty certain. I'm going to just scroll down slowly so you can see other factions and see how they're doing. Who dislikes your videos in every post? I don't know. I don't mind because, well, I'm not going to say why I don't mind, but it isn't a negative thing, guys. Basically, all I look at is the likes. If I see a video's got lots of likes on it, compared to the views, I know you guys like that content, and then I think about making more content like that, right? But if I see a video that doesn't get a lot of likes, I know that you guys don't necessarily want to see it. Dislikes is generally just haters, which is like, it's cool. I don't mind. It's the way it goes. I've got haters. I've had haters for ages, so that's the way it goes. But what the haters don't realize is that actually hitting dislike does help me, because it's classified as a response on YouTube, so it does help. So if I see dislikes, I'm just like, if you actually want to hurt someone's channel, just don't watch their videos and don't click like or dislike. That's how you actually want to hurt someone's channel. But apparently there's haters out there that watch my video and hit dislike. Oh no, that really hurt, guys. It hurt. It's like, oh damn. Okay. Queues are moving nicely, but for example, this morning we caught TTT, VV, TTT, SE, TTT. Yeah, I mean, basically what happens is you're going to catch the most active factions, and they're going to be killing factions off so quickly that they're almost constantly going to be queuing, right? That's going to be the issue. You're like, let's say if you were to hit Q, if I was to hit Q right now, mostly likely one of those 3 factions would be queuing as well, right? So I've got a good chance of getting one of them. That's the problem that a lot of people face in normal like CRWs, is they face the top factions a lot. It's because they're queuing the most, because the worst factions are generally warring for longer because they can't finish people off quickly. You know, it's just the game hasn't programmed it. Like, I would prefer it if there was like a system in place, maybe not for war, but they can introduce it for like Onslaught, where you face every faction twice in your division, right? And that's it. So you can't face the same bad faction multiple times. You can't face the same good faction multiple times. Like, you're not going to have an advantage or a disadvantage based on that. So I prefer that, at least. Didn't know she was still around. Just type Mama Deadhead in YouTube. Type anyone's name here in YouTube and it'll bring up their channel. But a lot of people may not have videos at all. A lot of people may have the same name as someone who does have videos, and their name will come up first, you know? Like, if you type in Lockdown RTS on YouTube, I'm number 1. Because you know why? Because I am Lockdown and I make videos about RTS. It's science. Science. You're in a lower one. No worries. No worries. Marvin, no hablo español. No. Happened to us too. We matched versus second faction 3 times in a row. CRW war, not WoC. Yeah, it's always the way it goes. We have kind of an in-between faction, some good players, but not enough for WoC. I think my faction is going to try for WoC's next season, number 3. I think we were kind of baffled why we weren't in A1 this time round, considering we were finalists in Tournament of Champions. Look, I saw you got Rampage on your AK. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Been a bit hard to like control the amount of damage output that I can do now, but you know, I've used some turn 1 control. I've used some hard control. Like, Impair seems to be a pretty good hard control because not many people run Impair resist. There's different ways to do it. There are downsides to it for sure. I don't really have the kind of roster to just make it work instantly. Like, I don't have all the other premium. Like, if I had Harper, oh my god, guys. Like, I still need Harper pretty much on both my regions. But I've got Arav in one region now maxed out, and he's wrecking, but I'm just like, oh, if I had Harper, I'd be able to dominate, because 50% defense down on some of these hard, like heavy defense teams, and he's not doing trait damage a lot of the time, so it's kind of frustrating. I'm having my first cold since treatment. It's draining me, man. I've got no doubt. Pretty much knocked out your immune system, right? She plays in region, but mostly focuses on other games. Maybe try it on Angel on an attack team. She kills very fast. Well, Rampage. No, you want Rampage for Priya's Rush. I mean, I do miss days. I'm going to be honest. I do miss days. That does make a big difference, for sure. Your dislike has mental play. Like I said, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Where's Man on the Moon? He is always around when you stream. He was warring heavily for my faction. And he probably went to bed like 5 or 6 hours ago, to be honest. So he'll probably be up in like 3 or 4 hours. He probably missed the stream. That's the way it goes. Like, if you check on Man on the Moon's channel, he made 2 videos about World Champions, and he did one at 1 a.m. my time and 10 a.m. my time. So he probably did one before he started warring and after he started warring, or like near the end. Most of the time, if I don't like a vid, I just don't like them. I never dislike a vid. I just find it. Yeah. I mean, I get it. If you don't like a vid, if you don't like someone's YouTube channel and you don't like their content, just don't watch it. Just it's as simple as that. Like, I just don't watch people's content I don't enjoy. That's it. So I assume the majority of people in my channel who watch my content, I'd hope majority of you guys actually enjoy my content. Otherwise, it'd be really weird, guys. Like, I hate this guy. Let's watch his next video. So, I mean, I don't mind if you want to do that. Go ahead, but there are definitely some other channels out there. On YouTube is a big place, man. I'm really glad I found your channel. I was starting to get frustrated with all the S-Class tunes, but enjoy your insight into team building. Yeah, I mean, it's just opinions at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not really like... My way isn't the highway. I'm giving an opinion, someone else can give an opinion. There's no, like... The thing that makes RTS a good game is... Damn. Someone just followed me on Twitch. If you follow me on Twitch, it does that. Alright. And then if you subscribe to me on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, guys, and you can subscribe to me on Twitch, it does another notification on here that is a little bit risky, but there would be another notification that popped up, and it would be very interesting. Mainly the noise it makes. It's a default stock notification. I didn't make my own here, but yeah. We got a Discord as well, Cryptic. Anyone else in channel as well, check the description of this stream. There is a link to my Discord. There's like nearly 1,000 people in there now. We've got tons of people in there. If you ever have questions about RTS, if you ever have like, you want to build a team, or you can show off your pools. We've got a pool section. I am going to be adding a transfers section as well, because transfers are going to be opening soon, and I'll add a section where people can recruit players for transfers or try and search for factions. I'm not sure how successful that's going to be, because I'm literally just going to be adding it, but it'll be a test for this transfer window. If it works well, we'll keep it there for the future as well. I pulled Doc from the $10 offer the other day. You know, I would buy one of these $10 offers. Here it comes. Here's the Twitch follow spam. All right. I would buy one of these, but I'm not sure if I can actually see it in this region. No, I can't. Is it one of these? No. But generally speaking, they always have 1 or 2 Duff characters. Like, they tried to improve it with the last one, and it looked okay, but it still had Zoo in there. Cole's okay. I think if they would have had like Sean from Leagues, that would have been good, because he's one of the best 5-star characters. So at least if you got him, you'd have a good attack character for your 5-star arenas. I have 2. You can have my other. Oh, but yes, please. Yes, please. When is your next team builds? I do team builds all the time on Discord. People show rosters and stuff, and I just try and help them out. Give him some tips. But I've got a video coming out soon with like a pretty decent starter build video, like for newer players to work towards, because I know the S-Class era can seem quite overwhelming. And I've been working on this video for a little bit, like over a week. And I've got a lot of footage. And hopefully it's good. Why does my stream keep your stream keeps freezing? Because YouTube had issues with their app apparently on Android, and it just keeps freezing. You have to either update something on your Android or update the actual YouTube app. You have to force update it. What do I think about Harrison? He's a good leader for characters that if you want to combine fast and tough. But he's a 6-star, so he's not doing much damage with that rocket launcher that he's got. But yeah, a lot of other content makers mumble and don't really help in any way. No, I would say I wouldn't agree with that. The other content creators are pretty decent. I mean, there's definitely things everyone can improve upon, including myself. I'm constantly trying to work on the way I do things, you know. If you check my videos from when I first started, it's very different to how it is now. If you check my videos from like a year ago, it's different to how I do it now, because I'm constantly trying to evolve my YouTube game. That reminded me of Matthew's. All right. I'm not sure what it's from. It might be from Family Guy. I'm not 100% sure. This War of Champions has been brutal if you haven't been in the meta. I mean, it's the same as the first War of Champions, right? Like Zachary was the controller. You haven't Minerva yet? No, but I am gonna get her. I'm like halfway to one of her 5-star ascendables. What character would you like to see in the new 5-star prestige wheel? I kind of want to see a character that can be made an S-Class character as a 5-star in there, like Lao Po, like maybe Guo, maybe Heng Yen. You know, I kind of like to see that. It's stupid. War of Champions is powered by Mercer RNG and the stun odds increased a lot. It's no fun. Yeah, I do not think Mercer was a good addition to the game, personally. It's very hard to ever stop that bit from being that powerful as well. You know, like it's sort of like Doc. When they introduced Doc Stevens, there was no real way to stop that from being that powerful. Even Angel doesn't do it to a, you know, on Doc on defense. It stops, but defense teams are kind of underpowered in general anyway. Attack teams are generally much more powerful than defense teams because you can control them. And Doc can still go off turn 1 on defense, so on attack, sorry. And exhaust cannot be a problem if you've got days. You can even just take out Angel first turn with a lot of these nuke teams. So yeah, I'm not a big fan myself. Now you can command Priya turn 1, right? And just nuke Doc, nuke Angel, and have no problem with the exhaust on those taunts. What do you think about the offer? Best character in the bag. Is there a new offer? If it's Doc Stevens, it's Doc Stevens in there. The other bag, I had a buy character. Oh no, wait, buy. I mean, I'm not seeing the most recent one. This War of Champions has been one of the toughest, losing to players in much lower factions due to RNG. Yeah, I think you have to make a very specific team for these, like Mercer defense team leads. But I can see them bringing out like an attack character with like stun resist on the lead skill. They seem to like to run resists and stuff on lead skills. Mia. Well, tell me the other characters and I'll tell you. I'm not going to switch regions to check the bag. I can't get on this region apparently. I did check. I'm going to just run through their scores now, and we're going to call this like the official end of day 1 scoreboards, okay? This is the official one. So first place we've got Vivictus. Second place we've got Walkers. Very close behind with this third place we've got Scorched Earth. Fourth place we've got Juggernauts. Fifth place we've got ETT. Sixth place we've got Days After Rodeo. Seventh place we've got Humming Jokers. 8th place we've got We Teach Fear. 9th place we've got Biohazards. 10th place we've got Sick Freaks, very, very close behind. Then there's a bit of a gap. Cynthia Tsunami in 11th. Nightmare OS in 12th, or Nightmare Bears, as I've been told. Night in 13th. Outcasts in 14th. Look how close some of these scorelines are. Dead Reckoning in 15th. Cheese Factory in 16th. The iZombies in 17th. The Infected in 18th. Anarquistas Elite in 19th. Nightmare in 20th. Twilight Princess in 21st. One Way Ticket in 22nd. Evil Intentions in 23rd. Z Kingdom or Z Kingdom in 24th. Deviant Spartans closing in, but they're in 25th. Daryl Dixon in 26th. Rehab in 27th. The Exile Tigers in 28th. Suicide Squad in 29th. Hell's Army in 30th. Poe Dooley. It just reminds me of Teletubbies for some reason. 31st. Imperium Romanum in 32nd. Get to the Chopper in 33rd. Survivors in 34th. The Misfits in 35th. Korea Begunka in 36th. And Colombia Ganadores in 37th. I completely just made up how you say that Russian name, by the way. But that's the top 37. And they're jumping around quite a lot, especially second and thirds. Mia, Harrison, Cameron, Roxy. See, if Roxy wasn't there, I'd be like, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. That would be a decent bag. But, yeah, there's always that one. I don't know. Best way to counter Mercer is Mercer himself. Does Mercer give AP? He does. Okay, it's not too bad, actually. As long as he gives AP, it's not too bad. I beat Mercer with a Wang Fa team as a 6-star. Like full S-class defense team with Wang Fa. It just isn't quick. I think that's going to be the way to beat him because you get turn 2 control, or a turn 2 command control, turn 3 force control. You can also use Princess, double Dayu if you really wanted to against him. Bleeds. You've also got taunts everywhere. So taunt doesn't stop the rampage though. That's the only downside. So you'd have to figure out something to do there. Like you could run Frost at that point because you can have Frost and then just have a revive, and his rush is pretty good. Mercer's going to be outdated after this. Where champions recover stun for all teammates turn 1, or some tune with new special skill that can't be get stunned. Yeah. I think a turn 1 recover would be a bit too much. I can see a resist lead coming out. Versus Mercer is the only way. More like RNG versus RNG, which is so stupid. Yeah, I agree. The issue versus Mercer is that all top use 2 prayers. Yeah. I'm not sure how they could fix that though. How would you stop people from using prayer on defense with Rampage? Like personally, I think they need to change how Rampage works. This is from someone who has Rampage himself, so it isn't like I don't have it and I'm complaining. I literally just got it, but I think they should change how it works. They'll most likely bring out something to make Rampage weaker, but it'll be something that's more powerful than Rampage, and that has never worked in RTS before. Like, it just doesn't work. So I think Rampage just actually needs to be recalibrated a little bit. A lot of people would say it's nerfed, but I don't think it's working the way that he intended it to. I don't think it's meant to be that dominating, you know? Go war, guys. Stop spam. No, it's all good. I like talking to you guys. It's good. What kind of teams are you facing? I'm not in this war, but I have faced the majority of these factions. And pretty much what Mr. C's saying, a lot of them just have... Like, it isn't uncommon to come up against one of these factions and they just got all 8 of them have got Mercer lead. Like, every single one. And then 1 or 2 Prias. Then you have, like, either of them going for, like, a Speed Freak defense where they're just trying to boost ARs really quickly off of that extra first turn they're getting, you know, hoping that Angel isn't there, hoping Angel isn't lead, hoping Angel isn't a side character for the exhaust, and then they can literally pop off Priya's turn 1, and then it can nuke your entire team pretty much. No worries, Tien. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. It's brutal. But oh well, yeah. No habla español. No. If I knew something stupid like Mercer gonna be implemented, I wouldn't have even gone to War of Champions. Yeah, I don't think it was a good introduction, the lead skill. Yeah, top 4 has all Mercers at least. I did face 8 times Mercer leads in VV. Yeah, I can't remember which faction I faced. I think it was one of the ones that got banned, but have since... It might be Scorched Earth, one of the factions that they were. I know they lost like 10 people or something. Some of these factions lost like 15 people, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember their name. I faced Days After Rodeo. They didn't have too many Mercer leads, but that's why they're 6th probably. I mean, I hit Days After Radio 4 times and they only defended me once, so that makes me not feel like they're like too overpowered. Whereas there are some of these other factions which I think, I can't remember who Scorched Earth were. They were other faction, I think. I think it was Scorched Earth anyway. Damn Pandas, that was it. They lost a lot of people. They had a lot of people banned, like, I think they lost like 10 or so. But they had a lot of Mercer leads. When do you think the update is going to be dropped? After War of Champions, they'll probably run it into beta almost instantly. And then I would guess it would probably take like a week or so. I don't think it would take too long because War of Champion, because the update isn't that game changing. Like, there's not anything too like new being implemented. It's like current features being updated or changed. Like the duel yourself thing. Now, what do you guys think about the self duels? That's actually gonna be really interesting, especially for me as a creator. I can duel my own team and stuff. It's kind of cool. Damn Pandas, that's right. But yeah, a lot of these guys have multiple Mercers. Yeah, someone missing Mercer, luckily. I'm surprised he didn't get re-promoed, honestly. I was expecting him to get re-promoed because I think he would have sold well, to be honest. Self-draw is a good idea. Yep. It's been called for ages. Where you can just sort of see the gaps in your own defense and not rely on other people talking about how, like, I've had people beat my team in like 5 turns and say, yeah, it was good. I'm just like, is it though? Like, obviously it could be better if you're beating it in 5 turns. Like, a good thing you can do as well is just defend on all of your characters when you attack. No, this is just my idea anyway. Like, duel your own team and just defend on everyone. And just see how your defense team uses their actives, you know? When are they using their actives? And that can give you an idea if things are right or wrong. So since war will get increased, I don't know. I hope it's all good characters. Again, I think it'll be good if there was an S-class 5-star put in there. It'll be good. Alright, newer players have to catch up somehow, and that'll be a way. Now, I've got Priya already, but I wouldn't mind if Priya was put in there, for instance. Like, I could go for a second one, but let's say you start the game today. It's just like such an uphill struggle. Like, and you have to have that gold crate up like 24/7 now as well. Like, there has to be a gold crate available so someone can just get an S-class instantly. Promo doesn't give his cards, so won't sell as good as his first. Yeah, but true, but if you're smart with your collections, you don't collect the second character if you don't need to. Like, for instance, I pulled Wang Fa recently, right? Like last week when he was the promo, or the beginning of this week, I can't remember what it was. And I already had one of him and like 4,500 cards. And I could have got a second one with that 4,500, but I was like, I'll wait till this promo comes back up again, I'll pull for him. And if I get him, that's like getting 2,000 cards. If I don't get him, then I'll just claim him in the museum with the cards I would get from his collection, because he was up in collection as well, you know. But yeah, I get what you're saying with Mercer. I mean, they could have done something. I mean, the amount of offers that I've seen with Raulito cards in it and Heng Yang cards, I can't show you, but like really not great offers. There have been some ones in here. There might be one here. I don't think it's going to be one of these. There was like ice cream cones, really small amount of ice cream cones. But they haven't done anything. You're 100% correct. They haven't done anything with Mercer, and that they kind of could. You know, I know that Link was like 100 of his collection items away from getting him for like 2 weeks or something. Nothing she could do. Nothing she could do. Let me just bring something up on my screen a sec. See. Oh, okay. Those deals are horrible. I'm missing 1.1k of his cards, and his cards won't be in the new cake collection. I guess the best way of doing it is you've got it from actually doing it through war, pretty much, right? That's it. You can't get them in this war, correct? they're not in there. They're in here. You can't get him in this war. But didn't Minerva come out after Mercer did? So it kind of skipped him. Which is weird. It's weird that they would skip him. There's no princess either, and she came out after princess as well, so. Okay, that actually scales. Okay. Okay. I done. I don't. I do. What are you saying, Mr. C? What's going on, Mr. C? I don't think. Okay. I don't think the meta is terrible at the moment, though. Like, tank meta 6-star and Doc Zac meta is by far the worst meta ever. That wasn't because it was the meta, it was because of the gap. That was mainly because of the gap. The gap's the best it's been between pay to win and free to play in terms of being able to get promo characters. You know, I've got promo characters, you've got promo characters, and we've done it from grinding. But it's still just too easy to buy power. Like, you can drop money on the game and just buy your characters and buy a full defense team, and it takes me months to get that right. That's just too easy to do. But yeah. Yeah. I guess you did, Mr. C, I guess. Yeah, they made sure him and Princess are not in World Champions, which is weird, right? I think the majority of people at the top, at least, would have had Princess already, because they probably would have wailed out on him if they were whales. Makes sense. My You Got Lucky is missing. Any tips? Already tried a boring and nothing. There is only one goal mission stuck and no other mission available. What's the goal mission called? What's the goal mission called? I can search online for you. Scavenger camp. Scavenger TWD RTS. Okay. Because the mission you want to go to is like downtown, I think. Yeah, you want the next mission to be downtown. What's the name of the gold mission that you're seeing? I wish I skipped World Champions. You're gonna get such good rewards though. What position are you in? Even if you're in the bottom position, you're getting better rewards than I'm getting in my one, and I'm in second place in CRW. And also, I probably wouldn't be in second place in CRW if all those World Champions people came back. You know, it's just like, just say it. Heavy metal. Heavy metal. Okay, that's number 15. It shouldn't be too bad. That's number 15. It's not as good as Downtown, but obviously don't do that mission. The best thing to do is you don't want to cancel prestige missions. You want to actually complete prestige missions. That's what you want to do. The Craze, what up, Lock? Long time stalker, first time commenter on your live stream. Do you know who the button shards will be used for? It's used for Minerva. They're used for Minerva. For some reason they went away from her cards. I'm guessing it's because it was over the New Year Christmas period when she was released. So they went with what they had. Originally in these boxes, it was Minerva cards. But I did report that. I guess other people did as well. So, yeah. So yeah, and it's alright. I'd say you want to not ever cancel prestige missions. But cancel the big missions. Like the ones that take like 8 hours or above. Don't ever cancel Rope-a-Dope, because that one can give coins. It's not a much, but it's just, you might as well do it. That's an 8-hour one, I believe. But the rest, I cancel anything that's over 10 hours pretty much, unless it gives a world can. The one that gives a world can, I do. The one that gives AR increases, I actually do. Because one of them is prestige, one of them is not. You might not have it because of your gold missions, but yeah, that's how I do it. On one of my regions, I'm at Scav Camp 10, like with the missions. And the other region, I'm at Scav Camp 20 with the missions. It's such a massive difference in the amount of You Got Luckies I get. Like, On one region, I get 10 You Got Luckies. This isn't a joke. I get 10 You Got Luckies every 7 days. Easily. I can run You Got Lucky twice in a day without any problem. On the other region, I'm lucky if I get 10. I'd say maybe I might get 12 in a month if I'm lucky, you know? One every 2 or 3 days. It's that bad. So one of my regions is so like massively wrecked for resources and the other one isn't. It benefits newer players a lot. Anyone who's old school, like I was with my original region, and fully upgraded their scav camp, you're just absolutely wrecked. I guess they're hoping the old school players would just become whales. I guess that's the hope. Still going for Mercer. Top 6, but not really excited about Steve. Might choose Lao Po, since he's the only one I don't have yet. See, Steve would work with Lao Po. I think I kind of would want to see like a Steve Lao Po Dayu, like no defense down. The thing is, and here's another problem, to make half of these characters work, you need such powerful weapons and it's such heavy investment to get those weapons that by the time you could get those weapons done, they may be useless. Like, it's such heavy investment right now to get a character to be fully like operational that some of these characters just will never take off because of it. It's like, imagine a character came out tomorrow, it's like, oh my god, this character's great, but I have to build this weapon and I have to spend like probably in the region like 70,000 plus armory tokens to maybe get the weapon I want. And then, you know, it's just, and then you're just like, nah, that's not bother, you know? That's the problem. That is the problem. His base weapon's okay, but I kind of would want the stun, I think. For the sustain. I like the green weapons, sustain weapons. The 15% heal for 2 turns is kind of going to be underrated. And Ransack just looks like a lot of fun, to be honest. I've come up against a Ransack team once or twice. It's just like, it's annoying. They weren't very well built, but they had a Ransack weapon. It was just like, what's going on? I'm losing stuff. It was just good. If you guys aren't working on your Priya's, not Priya's, princesses though, I definitely would be. It's just me saying this, but I think Normalize is going to become so important against certain specialist skills, like new specialist skills. Just think of old specialist skills that are out, you know? If a Bide character comes out, can you imagine a Bide S-class, right? It would, like, Bide is going to be redonkulous. Look, the sirens are coming the second I mention it because it's like game over. So you definitely want Normalize for sure. Yeah, it's true, especially when they have a fixed weapon. Yeah, because you got a 50k twice. I wasn't even thinking about that 50k either. I was just thinking about like the 70k for the actual upgrade, and even that's really low. Like, it could take you 20, 30 goes to get a Rampage. Yeah, what's up, Moon? Yeah, Bide 2. We were talking about that earlier, actually. Because we were trying to figure a way to counter Rampage. And then Bide came up, or I said Bide. And then someone else was like, nah, I think it was GB was like, Bide just doesn't do enough. Priya can tank it. So it would have to be Bide 2, right? It would have to be like, for every 3k damage taken, so a little bit more damage to be taken, but like deals out 5k. It would have to be something like that. Or maybe like every 3k, 6k dealt out, you know? Something stupid. Rewards. The rewards are here. Rewards are here. Those armory tokens. Those armory tokens. I ate something yesterday, by the way, that had a bit too much cheese on it. And I've never had this happen before, but I had a cheese dream. You ever heard of like people eating cheese and getting crazy dreams? For the first like hour I was in bed, I was having the craziest lucid dreams. It was mental. So you actually get the character if you're in the top 3, but then you get shards if you're in the other positions. If you come last, I think we worked out you had to get 250k. No, you had to get 500k. Okay. Which is very like weird because it's kind of the most unachievable people. Like the people who've got the least chance of getting 500k are the people in last. Also, here's a good joke. If you look at the score here, right? This is the introduction for it. It looks like Steve's a Z-class character. Sex dreams. I can't fully remember what it was about, but it wasn't anything like that. It was mainly I was at my school, right? My old school when I was like 13, 14. I wasn't 13, 14 in my dream, but I was like 13, 14. And I was in the reception area at my school, and then randomly my reception area turned into a train. Like a train carriage. It was really weird, like it just was really strange. It was really strange. You should have joined Cheese Factory for this one. Yeah, that would be a good one. Only way to counter Rampage's absolute defense right now. Could see them coming up with crit resist, leader, or a mod though. I think they need to balance Rampage so that it can't double attack. Like, I've seen Rampage, let's put it this way, right? I hit my prayer. I've got Rampage on my prayer, so I hit my prayer. The first attack crits, so I get a Rampage bonus. The second attack doesn't crit, but it still does Rampage. And it's not meant to do that. The only reason Rampage is happening again is because the first attack proc to double attack, and it crit. So that means Rampage will proc twice when it shouldn't, right? Yeah, Milan, it was really weird. It was really weird. I can't really remember what was happening in it. If I'm honest. It was just really, like, it didn't feel weird at the time, but when I woke up, I was just like, what the hell's going on? But it didn't seem like it was anything wrong with it either. It was really strange. What's up, Miros? Thanks for tuning in. You might need psychotherapy for weird dreams. I'm going to be honest, guys. I've actually had a dream, right? I had a dream about 1.5 years ago. And it actually started me writing a story. And I've been writing a story for about the last year and a bit. Because of a dream. I can't talk about it too much because I'm very secretive about this story. But it's really, really long. Like, the story idea is really, really long. I don't know where it came from. It literally just came from a very, very brief dream. But it was one of the most tragic dreams I've ever had. Like, I woke up with a genuine feeling. This is like, what I'm not trying to like play it out, but a genuine feeling that I'd lost somebody, you know? Like, I had somebody and then they were gone. And it wasn't anything like sexual or anything like that, because I know that's what people would probably think, but it wasn't anything like that. It was literally like I had someone in my dream who was with me, and then when I woke up, they weren't there anymore. And it was such a weird feeling, guys. I can't explain it. I've read a couple of Reddit posts where a guy got knocked out in a fight, and he was unconscious for about, I think it was unconscious for about 2 minutes. But in those 2 minutes, he lived his entire life for the next 30 years. He got married, he had kids, everything. He didn't notice anything was wrong. You should be able to find this Reddit post. He didn't notice anything was wrong until he kept on looking at this particular lamp. And there was something wrong with the lamp, and he would look at it every now and again, and his wife would be, "Why are you looking at that lamp? Why are you looking at that lamp?" And then eventually he was so focused on the lamp, and that's all he looked at. And then one day the lamp just split in half or something like that, and then like turned his entire world inside out, and he woke up from being knocked out. And then he said, like, in this Reddit post, he was depressed for the next like 5 years because he'd lost his wife and his kids, who he could still see them. Like, he could still see them every now and again. That sounds scary to me. But that kind of happened to me, but not as over the top as that, but kind of happened. And it's kind of like made me write a lot of stuff down to do with that. And the story I've come up with is pretty nice. I like it. And I've listened to the same song every day for the last year as well, because it's a song that helps me remember this. After hours of playing, I've had RTS dreams. I've had don't judge me, okay? Anyone remember this Facebook game called Bejeweled? And you had to like get 3 in a row, 5 in a row, that sort of thing, and you get like bonuses and get to the next stage and all that. I had dreams about Bejeweled, but getting like 15 in a row, which was actually impossible to do. But in my dream, it somehow happened, and it was just like that was what was. I was just playing too much Bejeweled close to bed. I was playing it on my phone or something, and I just like I was having these dreams like, oh my god, I just pulled off the most amazing move in Bejeweled in my dream. It was just the stupidest thing ever. It was absolutely stupid. Ah, guys. Embarrassing dreams, they're all good. Beer time. Enjoy. Don't judge me, man. Don't judge me. I'm telling you a truth of mine. Don't judge it. You say I appreciate you not judging me. Wars don't seem to be going too badly though. I've been keeping track of the top ones in terms of how many wars they're getting. Seems to be sort of like in line. They're all getting the same sort of wars. I see that faction that had really low. Oh, they did lose another one. You need to quit. Yeah, I did. I did quit. I'm long done with Bejeweled. But I just remember dreaming about it. It happened multiple times as well. And I told my brother, yeah, this is the best bit. Because my brother played Bejeweled as well. And he didn't play as much as me. And I told him about this and he was just laughing and stuff. And then one day it happened to him too. And he was like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, I was pulling off moves that were impossible, but I was just like so happy. And I get it, yeah. Come on, bruv. I'm trying to think of things for merch, guys. And come on, bruv was in my list of things to do it. Come on, bruv. But I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. I think it's gotta be keep on surviving, right? It has to be. Oh, you're judging me now. Judging eyes. Okay. Okay. What's up, Victor? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I did do like an official count of the top 37. I'm surprised there weren't 40 factions here. But the top 37. And we'll compare it around this time tomorrow. I'll try and note these down so we can see, like, I'll do like an official, like for my stream at least, official lockdown day 1 to day 2. Oof. Just that on the t-shirt, it just says across the front, come on, bruv. My favourite quote has to be lock the door. That was from this week's stream, right? That was to do with the armory. Upgrading the platinum mods. It's like I can see Earl just knocking down the door. Let me in, I want to upgrade the mods for you. It's like, please don't let him in. Don't let her in. Was a sucked in War of Champions region only at 190k. I mean, you're still gonna get. At least you're gonna come out of it. Like, think about it this way. You're coming out of it with loads of armory tokens. I mean, that alone is getting you what? Nearly 20k armory tokens. What position are you in War of Champions as well? Neko. You can make some badass merch for lockdown. I can think of a few off the top. Yeah, I mean, I could literally just have it say lockdown. I don't actually like having someone's name across my merch, like across merch. Like if I was to see someone else's merch, but it's on the shirt. I like Pokimane, for instance. I saw a really nice jacket that she did, or like a hoodie that she did for her merch. But the only reason I didn't get it was because it said Pokimane across it. Like, I was just like, I'm not a big fan of hers, but the hoodie looked sick. So I was like, but lockdown just is a normal word, right? That just sounds kind of cool. So I was like, I could probably just do that and get away with it. 11th. You can get 60k armory tokens, man. I'm just proper jealous. You could actually just full research your entire armory with that, I'm pretty sure. At least the important ones. Or you get 6 goes at a particular upgrade. Oof, with a picture of Earl on the front with "Come on, bruv" on the back. No, we can't promote Earl. We can't do this. Earl cannot be promoted. I'm slacking 400k only so far. I mean, it sounds like at least a couple of you can pick up Steve if you really want him. I would instantly pick him up if I had the chance, just because he's going to be potentially never going to be released again. I'll read the post actually. I'll read the post. Let me just double check. I'm fairly certain it was like worded like it's not going to be a re-released character. I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be some numpties who have replied to me. Okay. 7 replies. Potentially. I get the stupidest people who reply to me on the forums, man. I have to hold myself back a lot of the time. But I actually get this one right. I wanna just read out what I said, right? I get told I'm defending Scopely on a regular basis, right? But I don't get it. I don't even get it. This is exactly what I wrote. 450 coins. A 450 coin bag for 1 Lilith would be a much better buyer experience, and this is what on average it's costing Scopely per Lilith, so no loss for them. Is that defending them? I'm pretty sure that's me saying that their buyer experience is bad and they should just sell Liliths for 450 coins rather than RNG bags. But someone just replies to me like, "Oh my god, can't believe you're always defending them." It's like, well, you a clown, man. Like, I just want to headbutt people in real life sometimes. Just meet me on the street, please. I'm a nice guy, really, guys. Just don't say anything bad to me on the forums or I'll headbutt you. The WoC avatar has an adrenaline rush called Flex. Yeah, the first one had one as well. The first World Champions one had one as well. Let me just check the rewards post. One sec. Players, timing, and rewards. Is that the right one? Did they make it like an extra thread, didn't they? They made like a special thread for the rewards. Okay, see rewards here. Okay, here's the rewards. Yeah, it says War of Champions S-Class exclusive fighter. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be re-released. I'm pretty sure this is it. Like, originally it was promoted as a future S-Class promo, and it was only the 6-star version or 5-star ascendable version. I'm pretty sure this is literally the exclusive. So if you want him, and like he's kind of gonna be like an advanced version of that badge that you can have, the avatar. You know, it's just an even bigger flex than that. Name, logo, crazy Geiger type art. Yep, could work. I know an artist who is so skilled. Costs a little bit of money though. Like he can do anything pretty much, but he charges like $50 an hour. But he from what I've read, he can sort of bang out good level stuff. Like, I know a couple of creators have used him. He can bang out good level stuff in like 2 to 4 hours, depending on what I wanted. And he's done shirt designs quite a lot. But his quality of his work is so good. Like, not gonna lie, it's the best stuff I've ever seen. Like, he does Twitch streams, right? Get this. Just listen to this. He Twitch streams himself drawing, but he's drawing with ink, right? He's not doing it with a paintbrush. Sorry, he's not doing it with a pen. He's doing it with a paintbrush. But it looks like it's a pencil or like a pen. But he's painting drawings, and he doesn't make any mistakes. Or at least if he ever makes a mistake, he just makes it part of the painting. It doesn't look like he's made any mistakes. It's so good. I'll find one of his pieces. But it is expensive. But at the same time, just so good. I think I'm following him on Twitter. Let me just check. Damn, I can't remember. His name was. It was Carson. Carson Draws or something? Carson Draws Art. I'm in his Discord. Let me just check. Oh, there's so many folders that I've got for Discord now. Where did I hide him? Oh damn it! He renamed his Discord. Carson drew it. Look, watch the level of his art, and this is the guy I was going to contact about making something, but I might be able to do it this month actually, because I will have a little bit more money because of council tax and the way I do my council tax. Like, look at the quality of this stuff. Ready? This is his Instagram. Let me just check everything's okay on my screen. Nothing dodgy, no. And just look at the quality of this. Right? And this is a painting. Like, he's painted the drawing rather than drawn it. And it's straight. He does it with straight paint. Like, he doesn't like draw it. I don't think I've seen him draw it pencil first. And the quality of the stuff that he does is just like his next level. And he does it pretty quick as well. You can get a tattoo artist for much less dollars. I mean, I agree that this guy's done shirts a lot, and there's a lot of people who've got his designs for shirts, and he seems to know how to do it quite well. I have to double check. I'm pretty sure those are his rates, but he's really, really skilled. Some of the stuff he pulls off, you know. But like, I wouldn't want anything this overly detailed. I think these probably take him a lot more hours to do, you know. Like, there's a streamer that I watch a lot on Twitch. Whenever she's live, she doesn't stream very often now. She's in college, but she's got a shirt, and I like the first piece of merch I bought, and I really liked the design, and it was by him, so that's why I got interested. So yeah, if I got one designed, I'd love to do it with it. Go for it, yeah. Yeah, I'll see how my money is at the end of this month. Because this month I don't have to pay council tax. I do 10-month council tax payments rather than 12. Cygnus knows what I'm talking about. You get a couple of months extra if... I mean, you have to pay a little bit extra for the 10 months, but the 2 months of no council tax is just such a good feeling. Like, getting an extra couple of £100 in my bank account is actually really nice. That's why I'm updating my my emotes as well this month. Getting those 3 made. Scroll down on the scores again. Do we have a jump? Nope. The gap is closing. It's only 20k now. Scorched Earth were second, I think, so walkers have climbed a bit. They have actually warred less by 10. No, 11. I don't know how that's possible. Walkers have warred 11 times less than Scorched Earth. I guess Scorched Earth have just wrecked a lot worse factions, and walkers have been in tighter coin battles. That would be the way it would have to go, right? I mean, I might do my first design of merch and see how it goes, because like if I spend like $150 to $200 to get someone to design a shirt design for me, and then it sells one, I'll be like, well then, oof chicken. No, oof chicken is definitely incoming. We're doing an oof and a like a heart love one, and then another one which is gonna be RTS related. The oof one, the basic design is in Discord right now from Mr. C. But the like advanced one is currently gonna, well, not currently, it's gonna be under production hopefully next week. I've got to message the person. I think I'm gonna message them on Monday or Tuesday because I know they're busy with something else. A lot of 30-minute wars, yeah, no doubt. So yeah, I mean, it is interesting to see the differences. This one's got 30k difference, but they've warred 5 times more. This one's 25k behind. No, more than 25. They're 250k behind, but they've warred more times by 4. So it's like, okay. Crazy. Pretty much the same again. They warred the same amount. And what's the lowest warring faction? 70 here, 60, 60. Yeah, like 60 seems to be the lowest. 61, 62. Who's the most? I mean, I guess the top would be the most, but okay, we've got a 70 plus now, 80-ish. Okay, we're 90. Top factions at 97. Okay, we got 100 from Scorched Earth. Yeah, I've got more than 100 from Juggernauts. 107. So that means they win quick and lose quick. So I don't know. Do you think they drop? Has anyone in World Champions right now, have you come up against, I guess you would have to be in like a top 3 faction for this to be the case. Has anyone dropped against you? Because if you've got a faction like in, I don't know, 20th, I mean, I don't think it really makes a difference though, to be honest, does it? Let's be honest, it probably doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter if you drop or not. I don't want to tap in yet. Yeah, I get you, Moon. What, were you warring until 10 AM this morning, my time? So like, when you released that second video, was that when you stopped warring? I figured you started warring around the time you released the first video, maybe even earlier than that, and then you stopped warring afterwards. Like after the second one. Like that 8-hour stint of war. Jugs bait people into repairing? What, coining? How do they do that? How can you bait people into coining? Like, do they just make out they're not going to be repairing themselves and then coin afterwards? Oh, chat's pretty active. I don't think I'm going to get back to my message. Oh, it's saving messages. How long ago did I message? Like 25 minutes ago? Don't think we'll find it. Guess I already went past it. Yeah, I don't think we'll find it. What's that? 10-minute logs? 10 minutes. People complaining about coining. Someone just say cheaters. GG. They did. Oh my god, it's Mr. C and Neko from my chat. What faction is this? Poduli. Poduli. Well, a lot of the Russians. It's funny that they're calling people cheaters. Wasn't there that entire faction that got banned? Cheaterinos. Nah, bro, I wore 2 extra hours after the second. Ah, okay. I got a plat def versus Tarf on def set. Hey, nice. Hopefully you get some nice upgrades. Neko is a hack. It's true. It's true. Neko hack. Neko cheats. Everybody's hacks. So many hacks. There's a level up right now. Do you want to see? Should we see the scores? Okay, I'm not gonna look, guys. Try and guess this top score right now. I'm not gonna look. It was up till 5:30 my time, so I guess that's like midday mine. What's up, Laura? Thank you for tuning in. 40%, 47%, 47.5%. That's what it is. What's a? Is it 50% for a perfect gold? It's not bad. Put secondary teams up, made it seem like we may have had a chance. We coined and that's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good. I'm sorry to laugh, but that's actually a pretty good way of doing it. By the way, I've been watching on my phone this whole time and been yet to freeze. That's great. I'm not sure what the issue is that some people still have. Hey Locke, are you not in the War of Champions? Nope. I've worn in my other regions though. Hacks me away. 53 million. Probably 12 mil. Mr. C can see. He's cheating. I'm gonna guess 12 mil. Yeah. Nice guesses, guys. These are good guesses. No, what a guess. Who's winning though? There's gonna be a lot of VVs, I guess. I guess people don't really care for Wang Fur. You don't really need Wang Fur if you've got double rampage. Perfect plat is 13.5. Per upgrade, you mean? What's the perfect plat? Oh, I can check myself. I think I think I can get into this building. Nope. I cannot. But they lost another one, Victors. I think their lead is getting cut down a little bit. So it might be a time zone issue now. They were 600k ahead, but they're less than 500k ahead now. Alright, cheers, Moon. 67.5, and then gold, I guess, is 50. Like, the worst mods you can get are like resist ones and stuff. Like, early on, at least. Unless you get really amazing rolls, it's generally going to be, like, not as good as a perfect gold. Every time you open a plat mod, just pray for stats. Like, death on death and stuff like this, attack on attack. Because those are just so good. I pray for those every time. What leaderboard? Every time. Minus 36, yeah. Imagine getting a 36 though, off a plat mod. Like, how would you feel? Gold is 40. It can't be. I've got a 41%. Can't be. I'm pretty sure I've got a 41. I challenge this. What's the gap? Not that bad, to be honest. Some of these factions could still jump to the next bracket, especially these two. Well, this one, this Poduli. You're right, I lied. Yeah, I know. Not falling for those tricks. Facing the factory, good luck. Are they around your... They're around you? Sort of, not really. They played 72 wars. You played 69. Did Scopely say what tokens they're going to update? Prestige, 5-star tokens, and war tokens. That's all they said. Did he just challenge me to a duel? Yes. Pistols at dawn. Pistols at dawn. Oops, misclick. I've not heard of a lot of these factions though. I haven't heard of Humming Jokers before. Sick Freaks, I haven't heard of before. Cynthia Tsunami, no. Nightmare OS. I have heard of them, but not as like this. I think this is a merge. I heard of the one like the 13 OS, which was like 13 bears, which is in Spanish, which is interesting. I've not heard of this 13 Night, but I guess it's the other merge of. It's funny if they're both the same merge, but just that they're so close together. That is actually really funny. Because I'm pretty sure they're the same merge, right? It's Nightmare Bears and 13 Night instead of 13 Bears. I don't know. Outcasts, I think I've heard of, but that's a common name, so I'm not sure. Cheese Factory, yes. Dead Reckoning, yes. iZombies, yes. The Infected, I think so. Anarquista's Elite Note is another nightmare. I've heard of one of the nightmares, but I know there's multiple. One Way Ticket, not heard of them. Twilight Princess, yes. Evil Intentions, no. Zed Kingdom, no. Deviant Spartans, I've heard of before. Daryl Dixon, I've seen factions called Daryl Dixon before, but I'm not sure if it's that one. The Exile Tigers, not 100% sure, but maybe. Rehab, don't think so. Hell's Army, don't think so. Suicide Squad, don't think so. Poe Dooley, I think is just one of the top Russian factions. I might have heard of them. They might have had a different name. Imperium Romanum, haven't heard of them. Get to the Chopper, I have heard of. Survivors, I don't think I've heard of. And then the last three, I don't think I've heard of any of them, except maybe the Misfits. I'm not sure there. Sick. Tsunami is French. Sick Freaks is Sicarios. Oh, okay, there we go. I've heard of Sicarios. Did they merge? Did they merge? I guess there's been a lot of mergers. I think the top merge is that one, I guess. Scorched Earth. Are you in Tsunami? Where are they? 11th. You can't understand your faction chat. Did you qualify in a faction, Nico, or did you qualify as a wild card or whatever you want to call it, like a free agent? Yeah, Moon, yep. So I guess Exalted Tigers became this other Tigers, like the Remainders became the other Tigers, and they changed their name slightly to the Exile Tigers. Yeah, because I like that actually. If that is the case, that is actually pretty funny. Qualified in Cheese Factory and got the boot. You're literally actually higher than position than them. Like half a mil ahead of them. More. Okay, that must feel good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I got kicked from a faction, right? They're in my current CRW. And my faction's beating them. Not me. I'm not some heavy warrior, but it is a good feeling. I don't really have any hard feelings about it, but it is a good feeling still. Walkers versus Scorched Earth right now. Walkers winning by 5k. I really hope by the next faction, like by the next World Champions, they add a spectator faction for like admins, and then they just like give creators the admin rights to just check ongoing wars. Just where you can just sit there and watch the war. That would be so sick. I don't think it'd be too, like, I don't think that'd be too hard. We are in 2nd place, and said faction who booted Locke are in 19th. Yeah, our region is really strong though. I feel bad. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I kind of feel bad for them too. Like, how are the other factions from Chambers doing other than us and Bite Me? I deserve the boot though. So well. Oh no, what did you do? What did you do? I was thinking the same Lock. What with the spectator mode? It would only have real functionality in War of Champions for like the creators mainly. But that could be really cool. Top 3 at all Chambers, damn. And you know, they didn't want to make us a 1A region. That's the messed up bit. They didn't make us a 1A region last time. And they didn't want to do it again. Well, we were such a strong region. But we are probably going to have a bigger whale move in. That's the thing. Yeah, but I think that should only be open to people who are not in a faction and like got admin rights to do it more. So I don't think like everyone should just be able to see anyone's war. I think that would be a bad idea. Probably quite high load as well. I'm just going to see what the result of this Walker Scorched Earth match is going to be. Which one gets a defeat come up. Rated M24th, 25th, yeah. Destro, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, can't complain. Not an active region at all, yeah. I think it's because we don't have like a huge whale faction in our region, but we do have whales, but we just don't have like one with like 20 whales in it, which is what a lot of these other regions had. I'm in War of Champions right now. This is the War of Champions region. Am I going to war today? Yeah, I'm going to war. I've warred a little bit already, but not much. But I'm not going to war on stream. It's going to be purely War of Champions. I'll let you know we're winning by 11k. 20 minutes left though. Okay. I'm seeing I think the score lines open up a little bit because you're now 50k ahead. I think you were 30k ahead right until recently. Okay, second, third, and fourth are all 15k of each other. What's the bracket in normal CRW? Is it first, second, third, and then fourth, fifth, sixth? Like fourth to sixth? Like second and third are in their own little bracket, right? can't really remember. You nuked a toxic region's line chat. Ah, I guess that kind of backfired on you. I mean, in the end, it's played out, but yeah. But yeah, this is the War of Champions region. And these are the sort of rewards you get in War of Champions. Lots and lots of armory tokens. I might have a dream at some point about just... I used to have this dream when I was younger. When I was really into this thing called Games Workshop. Some of you may have heard about it. And basically I remember dreaming of finding just loads of Games Workshop. Because it was so expensive I couldn't get much of it. And just like walking down the street and then like finding a bag or a suitcase just full of it. Or like a van and opening the back of the van and it's just full of Games Workshop. That was what I had dreams on about. I can see myself having dreams about armory tokens just like because I need it so bad. Same sort of deal, you know. One, 2, 3, 4, 10. Ah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna say worth. I mean, you've improved your placement. You could come top 10. Probably not likely to come top 10 now though. You're gonna finish ahead of the faction that kicked you. And if you say it was a toxic region, then I guess I'll take your word for it. The suck is that is. I still wouldn't do it personally. I'd just leave a line chat if it was toxic. Walker's 188k to 50k. Yeah, I see that. See that the matchups when you face someone who's close to you has such a bigger impact now. Because now you jump to 80k ahead. But they kind of needed to win that. They want to come second. I think it's just bragging rights at that point, right? Although you do get a slightly better medal for second, whereas third just gets 25 bennies. Wait. Do you not get any bennies for coming second and first? Legit, third could be the best place to come then. That's actually kind of messed up. Surely you get bennies as well. That's legit. Like second gets 10k more armory tokens, but 25k you get 25 more bennies for coming third. No, it should have been a box, right? That should have been a box of first and second, and then you get the medals, the avatar, and you get bennies. I literally just realised that. That's kind of messed up. I can't lie, I've nuked toxic chats before. I actually almost killed Dade's crit chat. Kicked 78 of the 132 people before someone managed to kick me. I mean, that's why you kick admins first. I guess unless everyone was admin. My leader nuked one chat before since they crap talked my faction and he didn't like it. Yeah. I was in the leader chat and supposedly I said something and then I didn't check my line chat for like 3 hours, but I came back to loads of things being deleted with loads of people just replying and insulting me. It's just like, but I didn't read it because it was all blocked off. So I was just like, okay. But people, I literally did not recognize one of their names. I'm just like, how sad do you have to be? Yeah, it sucks. At second, should have been. Yeah, it should have been a crate with both. Oh no, maybe they'll update it. They can still update it. It's still possible they could update it. They updated the box here to have Minerva buttons instead of Minerva cards. They just may not have realized that that's an issue. Let me just check the War of Champions. No, literally just it says War 3 Avatar, no trainers. I wonder, no, did anyone talk about that? Let me see. Trainers. No one talked about trainers, so no one mentioned it in the thing. I guess it just kind of went under the radar. I only just noticed it, to be honest. This was back in the day before I knew about bots and all. I was a young whippersnapper who loved trolling. Need a bit of defense. I'm coining twice a match on average. It's not much you can do. Attacks are just stupid at the moment. Started doing YouTube and realized, hey, I should probably check myself. Yeah, I've never been really much of like I always have thought of myself as quite presidential. I know that sounds like really like arrogant maybe, but I mean, I kind of saw like if anything I do today could come back on me tomorrow, which is like a presidential thing, right? Unless, well, except Trump maybe. But like most people who want to become a president have to act the way of a president from their like college days, basically. Otherwise, they could literally just lose out on the presidency because, at least this is how it used to be, because they could just have something brought up about how they were when they were like 23 or 24, you know. So that's generally how I always act. I don't try and do anything too ridiculous. Unless I'm with my brothers, like IRL, it gets a bit ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, it's all good. War versus VV. Okay guys, how long will it take for them to kill us? It's hard to know. But I'm guessing like, 3 minutes, something like that, if the other faction did the same. There might be like a time constraint situation where like, it's probably impossible to do it too much faster. Really depends how many hitters they've got on as well. Yeah, the lead's getting cut down. It's now down to 50k. That is still quite a lead. Sorry, 500k, but that is still quite a lead. I guess Victor's main guys aren't online at the moment, and Walkers are starting to get some of their big boys on. What would be a good weapon for Princess? This is like I would say this is one of the most debatable characters in terms of how to gear her out in terms of her mods and her weapon. I'm not sure if you should like go for AP down, for AP on defense and utilize a taunt. I mean, AP on attack is just safe. You're gonna lose a turn though, but you're gonna gain some AP. I think I calculated it where if she's got max AR and she does AP on attack, she should get a rush turn 3 regardless, because she'll get 15 AP guaranteed from being taunt attacked. This is without any AP drains, but so I think I calculated it to be like AP on attack is guaranteed, but AP on defense could be more useful because on defense team she's gonna have that slot 3, which is actually pretty good. The slot 3 works, but you don't want her to be too much of a window. And with AP on attack, she's a window. Haven't had VV or walkers at all this war. We had AT once. Done in 3 mins, didn't want to waste time. See, I was just playing RTS to have fun, and since Dade had her trolls, my faction was top dog. We got trolled hard, and trolling back was fun to me. I'm thinking impair when defending, but Don't know for sure. I think her slot 3 is really good. It works so well with her active. It gives her so much of an attack boost. You don't have to go for offensive mods and stuff to get her rush to do huge amounts of damage because of that. And she'll get 3 procs on Berserker and then a 75% boost. I think it goes to like 150 something. And that's on 1,000% damage, you know? It's crazy. That's a crazy amount. Effectively, she's getting the buff that Martin and Rosie's getting, but she's got 1,000 attack rush to a line. ETT, yeah, I guessed. Literally, only reason I don't troll to this day is YouTube. Yeah, it's always a good idea. You just never know, man. You never know what you're going to be at when you grow up, basically. And when I say when you grow up, I mean like, you know, in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. Also, you never know who the other guy is going to be. That's how I've always thought about it. Unless someone's genuinely messing with someone who you know, that's the only time I'd ever do anything. Like, this is less troll thing. This is more of just like altercation. I've stepped in like between bus stops before with my friends and stuff. But that's only because I was like, when I was 15, 16, I was like 6'3". And then suddenly like things changed. Like, you've got an adult. It's like, nah, we haven't. He's just taller. And people are scared of potential. I can honestly say my fighting experience was pretty low. So if I got in a fight, I would never know really. But it was mainly low because people were scared of the potential of me being decent at fighting, and then it was just like, do not want to get hit by that guy. So that's different. I mean, it's the same sort of thought process for me though. But it's the only time I'd ever step out. I was testing her out on War. She had 200% attack at just to one-shot Pete. I was like, what? Yep. Yep, she's awesome. How tall are you now? I didn't get much taller actually. I only got to like 6'4". I'm 6'4" now. I grew. I was tall really young. I'm still tall, but I hit over. Basically, there was a summer I stayed at my my grandma's house for 2 weeks, and I grew 2 inches in that 2 weeks. It was crazy. I slept 12 hours days, basically. I slept so much. That's how to get tall, guys. You have to just sleep a lot. But like, regular. I was going to bed at like, I was going to bed at 10 and just waking up at 10, pretty much. And I was really active, so I was knackering myself. Playing sport all day. Okay, 4 minutes 30, so not as quick as SC. That's interesting. I don't think they've got their big hitters on at the moment, because they are getting caught up, and they might have like maybe North American hitters mainly. Those grandma summers, I swear. Yeah, it happened multiple times. I think there was one summer I did even better. I think it was only like 2 summers. But like, I'd outgrown my clothes, basically. Like 2 inches a week is insane, you know? So I was there for 2 weeks. I was 4 inches overall in height. I'm 6'4" as well. Yeah, I got really tall really early. I think you get taller when you're about 14, 15 if you continue to do certain types of exercise. And I didn't do any stretch types of exercises. You know, like basketball players, you know, they play in basketball since they're like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. But then they magically still get really tall. There are some basketball players that can sometimes be small, but it's also, I think, the way the things they're doing, the exercises they're doing, the actual sport itself, it sort of promotes body length. I did actually play a bit of basketball as well when I was younger, but not massively. Okay, so the plans for the rest of my World Champions like coverage, I'm gonna stream tomorrow about the same time for about the same sort of periods. So like for between an hour and a half and 2.5 hours, and then I'm gonna stream for the last 2 to 3 hours of World Champions. So I'll be streaming in roughly, let's say, I'll be streaming in roughly 21 hours, roughly. And then again, in roughly, that'll be like 3, 8. And then again, roughly in like 27 hours. Moon, I've got mid-rolls on my stream. Welcome to partner privilege. Dollar bill, yo. I think the only people who don't get mid-rolls are people who have YouTube Red. I think people who are like supporting my channel shouldn't get them either. Kind of like how it works on Twitch. If I'm subscribing to someone on Twitch, which is the same as hitting the join button on YouTube, I don't get ads from that person's channel at all. But YouTube, you don't have that privilege, unfortunately. I think they don't have the technology to separate live stream from channel, and they don't want you missing channel ads. And YouTube is like, it's all ads, basically. Like, that's what everyone's income revolves around, pretty much. Whereas Twitch, ads can give people a lot of money, but it's mainly crowdfunding. The crowdfunding element is actually getting pretty good in YouTube. Like, I've got what, 25? I think I've got like 25 supporters on YouTube now, and Twitch combined, but I think 5 of those are from Twitch and 20 are... Actually, wait. I think I've got like 23 from YouTube right now, so I must have more than 25. I've got 5 on Twitch, 23 on YouTube. I think I've got 28 overall, maybe 30. Now, if you check the intro of my last video, those names you see at the beginning are people who are supporting my channel financially with like periodic payment. If you do like a donation, it's just a donation that's like, thank you very much for doing that. But if you hit the join button, there's like a $1 subscription, and it happens at once a month, so like $12 a year effectively, and part of it is your name's on the intro. But there's actually something that pretty funny that happened recently. There was a cheater video, obviously, you know, like I released a video about people who are cheating, and there were some people who thought the people who I named at the beginning of my video with the names were cheaters. Apparently, some people thought they were cheaters. I can't remember who told me that. It was either Mr. C or... I can't remember who said that, to be honest. I think it was Mr. C. Someone asked him if he was a cheater because I named him in my video, but it was just because he was in my intro saying thank you for supporting my channel. It even says in big letters like thank you to my YouTube supporters and Twitch supporters. So it's like... I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, it's you, Cygnus. Okay. Who asked you whether you were cheating? Was it one of your faction mates? It's pretty funny though. I wonder who Victus lost to. That'll be interesting. I know they lost to Walkers at least once. So it's tilting me a little bit that the 3 next to their losses is cut off, like there's a line down it. I don't know why that is. An old faction mate, that's pretty weird. Like, how did he phrase it? Did he just say, haha, I knew you were always a cheater? Or just like, what was it? All of you are cheaters. Damn, being caught. Inspector Williams on the case. Yeah, I saw that I think their losses jumped on screen, so. I guess they got better matchups against everybody. How many times have you faced Victus in Walkers? So they ended 3 times against ETT, we lost, but I must say worth. Yeah, that's nice. I actually came up against, strangely enough, I am against another one of my old factions in my other region. And there was this mouthy guy that was on my old region called Henry. And he was really mouthy, and I managed to defend him. And I took a little cheeky screenshot. I was just like, that felt good. Because I remember that when I was coming up as a YouTuber, one of the early CRWs, I said, good luck, have fun. And a couple of people in the CRW chat were like, oh my god, it's lockdown. You know, nice to see you, lockdown, thank you. And then he typed, who's lockdown? I don't forget these things, guys. I don't forget. So then this is my like payback. I defended you in the end, didn't I, though? It's just like you got defended by my mini region. I'm not petty, guys, at all. Just a bit of fun. But nice one on the defense, Mr. C. Congrats. It's always nice when it happens, isn't it? He said he had seen a list and I was on it and banned for cheating. I said it's the first I've heard and asked him where he got the list. He showed me a screenshot of your intro. I bet that was funny though when you first realised like what was going on. It's like, oh my god. It says in big words, man. Big words. Thank you for, to my supporters. It's crazy. Yeah, Moon. And the best thing about Heng Yen in that situation is the fact that he that's a decap, guaranteed. I think Heng Yen's gonna be really useful going forwards. I'm actually kind of underwhelmed with how powerful Arav's been so far. I don't really think I have the kind of lineup to utilize him to the best that I can. Not yet, anyway. I need Death down, to be honest. The hit list. Sort of. But yeah. There are a couple of teachers on there. Sickness. Oh god. Yeah. Well. that could be one for April Fools. I just make a new cheater list out and I literally just name all the people who supporting my channel. But I mean, I guess that could be bad though. Like, people get annoyed with that maybe. Arav went into your tower defense. You know, I think Arav is kind of better on death teams. His attack, I don't know what's going on with his attack. Against defensive characters, his attack doesn't seem great. But against offensive characters, he'll rail them. He'll destroy them. Without death down, this is. I kind of had to work in some weird death down character. I can't remember who I got in. Oh, actually, I got in attack up. It's all in good banner, yeah. I might do something. I might do a little bit of fun. We'll see. I don't normally do April 1st videos, but I might do one this year. But I think, guys, I think that's going to be the end of my stream. I'll just scroll down one more time. We already did the readout of the end of day 1. This is effectively the start of day 2. We'll see if things change for day 2. I'll stream around this time tomorrow for about the same sort of time. I reckon around 2 hours is decent. And we'll see. And like I said, I'll stream right at the end of war as well. That'll be the plan anyway. Last couple of hours at least. But yeah, that'll be the end of this stream, guys. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Good luck to anybody in War of Champions and otherwise, because we are all warring after all. Hope you're having fun this weekend. And I'll see you. I'll be on Discord, just lounging, as I'm going to be warring now. And yeah, if you've got any questions, just join the Discord. I'll put a link in the chat. It is in the description of my video. If you haven't joined already, we've got quite a lot of people in there now. There we go. Join my community Discord, copy and paste. I'm sure the majority of you are in there because we've got so many people in there. It's crazy. We still get people join like every other day, so it's cool. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we got today. Did we get over 20? It's generally my like goal is to get 20 at minimum. 31, not bad. Not bad. I even just liked it. Look at that. So now we're up to 32. 33. It goes live, guys. It goes live. Thank you very much if you have hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel and you watch my videos on a regular basis, maybe think about subscribing as well, because I do produce content on a regular basis. Subscribes do mean a lot. I am starting to get to the point where people are contacting me to make videos for their games, and I can charge them more money basically the more subscribers I have. So as much as it's free, it actually does financially potentially help me as well. And it also helps basically in terms of YouTube, what they do, in terms of promoting my videos based on my subscriber count, that sort of thing. So I want to thank you very much if you have hit the sub button very recently. If you're a long-term sub as well, thank you very much. To my supporters in channel, the ones with the green names, big shout out, thank you very much. Twitch subscribers, big thank you to you too. I know your names aren't different here, but they can be different on Discord. Big thanks. But I will be streaming on Twitch soon enough. The plan is to probably stream every week on Mondays. That's the idea right now. But yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow, guys. Hopefully see you again then. But for now, guys, as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye.